Morning, everybody. How's it going? We got Dionis Salvadoras. Good morning. You're number one today. Buenos dias. Morning, health friends. Today is Wednesday, and today's Wednesday, and I forgot what date was. Let me see what it was. The 28th. Okay, it's the 28th. So it's Wednesday, May the 28th. So we're almost out of this month. I'm gonna make me some coffee real quick right here, and then I'm gonna be leaving to work early today because I have to go see another job. I think I'll give a free estimate up in Terra Linda. Does anybody know where Terra Linda is? Terra Linda is Tierra Linda. Just a little bit of coffee. I don't like too much coffee. Just a little bit's good enough. A little bit of sugar, and we're set to go. Thank you, Viviana, for the gifts. I appreciate that. Alright, a little bit of sugar, not too much. There we go. Sugar's not that good for you. Here's my beautiful mommy.
Muy buenos días, amigos, hasta aquí y pues aquí también me voy a tomar mi café ahorita aquí con ustedes y ahorita.
And this is my beautiful dad. Hi, Dad. All right. Todos mis amigazos, Filipa. Dales un saludo allí a todos.
Hola, buenos días.
All right, gracias, Papa. Yeah, that's my beautiful dad. And then I'm gonna sit you guys over here so we can talk for a little bit. Then I'm gonna be on my way to go to work. Okay. Let's sit down right here. My mom's little throne. She likes to sit here. There we go. Let me get me some sandwich and we're set to go.
Tiene
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
y napkins.
Gracias, Mom.
¿Quieres pan de queso también aquí?
Oh, este lo hago, Mom. Gracias, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's still kind of cold, you guys. Let me get myself a. I'm sure what we call it. All right, there we go. We always add this kind of milk right here. The evaporated milk tastes great. Boom. All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for the follow. Aquí, Ferda was Samot. Ferda Samot. Is that French? Good morning to you. So I'm Jose Reynoso. I'm your Azteca Health man. And this is my morning little show. Thank you for being here. Let me see if I could get a. Give me 1 second. Don't go nowhere.
¿Ya te hiciste tu café, hijo?
Good.
Ya lo hice, ma.
Okay.
All right. Ajá, gracias, papá. Gracias, papá. AC Diablo, dices Ignacio. ¿Te llamas Ignacio? Gracias por decirme, porque Decina para saber quién eres. Gracias, te lo agradezco. Ignacio Easy Devil. Okay, we also got John. John says hi. Host, good evening to see you. Over here in California right now, it is 6:01 in the morning right now. Hello, Arman. How you doing? Arman says hi, and then John says, hi, agarren hi miglasu. Arrange hi. I don't understand. Ok, dice aquí Albóndigas, dice buenos días, saludos a todas las tías. Ya ves, ya todos quieren ser tíos también, pa. Ya todos quieren ser tíos como yo. Ahora. Sí, papá. Good morning, Sarita Sandoval. How you doing, baby? Country boy says, good morning. Good morning, country boy. How's it going for you today, huh? You glasses? Oh, I got two of them on today, huh? Yeah. They say, good morning, Mr. Earp. Mr. Earp? Really? Like Wyatt Earp? Pow, 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 pow. Thank you, SD Country Boy. Oh no, that was Dude 47. Thanks, Dude 47. Two glasses today, yeah. That's the two glasses today, right? Just double safety. I grabbed an extra one. I don't know why. I thought I didn't have one on. I should always have safety glasses because I'm always using power tools, and I'm always using my chisel and my sledgehammer. So I always need glasses. So that's why I usually always carry them right here. So everywhere I go, and I also carry my little flashlight. You know. So yeah. Okay, dice, Grandpa, what are you doing? I'm having some coffee right here. You eat abalone sandwiches? Bologna sandwiches. Okay, this is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. In the morning, I don't like to eat bologna, but I do eat bologna, you know, for lunch and stuff sometimes. But in the morning, I like to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich to warm me up and get me going. Why do you only eat sandwiches? Because they're easy, fast, and that's what my mom makes in the morning. So I don't want to say, oh, I don't want to eat that sandwich, Mom. Why didn't you cook me hot eggs and sausage and all that? I eat whatever my mom has, whatever she makes, that's what I eat. You know, if you men are those kind of men that if your mom offers you something to eat and you say, oh, I don't want that. I wanted this and that, get it yourself. Okay, my mom, this is what she makes, so this is what I eat, and I don't complain about it. That's why. Thank you very much. Okay, dice aquí, Alex says, how old are you, Holmes? I'm 52 years old, Alex. How old are you, Holmes? Okay. Peanut butter and jelly, I've never tried this before. Really? Oh my God. Are you from Earth? Peanut butter and jelly is great, you guys. Peanut butter and jelly tastes great. I'm drinking it with my coffee, but peanut butter and jelly tastes great with milk. If you've never had peanut butter and jelly with a cup of milk, you are missing out on this world. Bye-bye, host, says John. Gracias, John. Cainto. Thank you very much, John. Have a nice day. Okay, you're awesome, says AC Diablo Ignacio. Gracias, Ignacio. Me voy a tratar de acordar tu nombre. Okay, I'm glad you told me your name because now I'm gonna try to remember it. I talk to a lot of people, so no promises, okay? So I appreciate that, Ignacio. Gracias. Okay, dice Alex says, you look young. Keep up the grind on TikTok. Yay! Thanks. I appreciate that, Alex. I'm also live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I see Facebook is watching the same thing you are, and so is YouTube, and so is Instagram. So TikTok is where I get the most viewers. You guys are very fast. People jump on here all the time and having conversations left and right. But other people also watch me. They're just not. They don't comment as much as TikTok does. All right, dice aquí user 10 million says too early for this, Uncle. Really? It's not too early for this. It's only 6 a.m. I wake up every day at 5:30 in the morning. Today I woke up at 4:47. And I don't use an alarm, okay? I don't use an alarm. Believe it or not, my body can sense when it's starting to light up, and I wake up automatically, okay? Also, at my house, we have birds. We have birds that start chirping early in the morning, and then all of a sudden, crows. The crows is what wakes me up for sure. So, because at my house, I leave my sliding door open all night. And in the morning time, if I didn't wake up, the birds wake me up, believe it or not. Okay? It's too early for the sun. Okay, what's in the small bottle? All right, I'm glad you asked that, Fig Fam. This is Azteca Heal. This is an all-natural energy drink that tastes great and keeps me energized. You know, Azteca Heal is now available on the TikTok shop, Amazon online, Flip, and AztecaHealth.com. And I'm glad you asked that because I'm Jose Reynoso, your Azteca Health man. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! Azteca Health power! And that's what it is, okay? Get yours. Get yours and leave a review and let me know what you think, alright? Thanks. Okay, Nicandro dice, good morning. Good morning, Nicandro. How you doing, homie? And then Wallace says, that's my breakfast every day. Peanut butter and jelly, my coffee. Best pick you up. Laugh out loud. Hey, that is good. See, I eat a sandwich every morning. My coffee every morning. And that keeps me going early in the morning. The coffee wakes me up, and the sandwich fills my stomach. Okay, and I don't eat that much. I eat one sandwich. I don't get hungry very much, and I usually don't eat anything. But when I'm here with my mom and my dad, my mom always offers me a sandwich, and you know I always say yes.
No, si yo antes hacía pancakes.
See, my mom says she likes pancakes also. Nicondo says, same day I woke up at 5:35. Orale. I love birds. Well, you would love them. Trust me, birds wake me up every single morning, Nicandro. I don't set up my alarm. I don't set up my alarm because my body wakes up naturally by itself at 5:30 in the morning, whether I'm hungover or not. And if I'm hungover, sometimes I try to sleep in, but the birds, I can hear them, and the crow, you know what I mean? So this is an everyday thing for me. If I don't wake up by myself, the birds wake me up. There's something about my body. As soon as I hear a little bird, I'm up. And birds right now, it starts getting light around 5:30 in the morning. So birds start chirping at 5:30 in the morning. There's a tree right outside my sliding door, next to my bed, and they're nesting in there right now. So the mama bird gets up early in the morning. You know how they say that the early bird actually catches the worm? Well, I think that's true, because I hear a bird every morning, pew, 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 and then you know what I mean. Then that wakes me up like that. And if that little bird that's in that nest doesn't wake me up, the crows do for sure. You make it that. Do I make you this? No, I don't make this. This gets done in a factory. Okay, Azteca Heal is a equal opportunity employer. There's a lot of people that it takes to make Azteca Heal. So you know, Azteca Heal keeps people employed. All right. Fishing today, says Ignacio Easy Devil. I wish I was fishing today, but today I'm actually going to leave a little bit early. I'm going to leave in about another 15 minutes here. I have to drive out to Tierra Linda. That's here by San Rafael, California. I got to go see a job. I'm going to go give them a free estimate. And then then I'm going to be driving all the way back up to Geyserville. So I'm going to be on the road all morning. It's going to be hectic. And the reason why I'm going to leave a little bit early is because traffic gets really bad from here, from Santa Rosa. If you're going south to San Rafael or San Francisco, wherever, you're going to be bumper to bumper, especially if you only got one person in your vehicle. Even if you're using the whatchamacallit, the carpool lane, it gets backed up anyways. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry, but no fishing today. The tortas wake me up, tío. Right on, right. You're a lucky man. Carpool. Well, I can't carpool because I'm gonna be by myself. Uh, the other men, they're at the job. They're gonna be at the job site up in Geyserville. So I'm gonna be driving down over here by myself, and so I gotta leave a little bit earlier so I don't get stuck in all that traffic. It's because look at it this way: when you have a job interview, in my case, I'm gonna go give a free estimate. You never, and I learned this from my dad. He's right here. I learned this from my dad. My dad siempre nos decía cuando íbamos a ver un trabajo, we're gonna go see a job. He says, "Look, son, let's leave a little bit early so we can get there a little bit early, because you never want somebody to be waiting for you. You should always be the other way around. You should be waiting on them to show up, or sometimes you go see a homeowner, you want them to, you want to be there already. You don't want them to be waiting for you. That looks bad. So for those of you that are, if it's your first day at work, or you're gonna go see, go a job interview or anything like that, don't show up right on time. Show up a little bit earlier, 15 minutes earlier. You know what I mean? And that shows that you are dedicated. That shows that you're responsible, and that shows that you're not messing around. Okay, my dad always got me like that. My dad's trained me as a youngster. Now as a contractor myself, I follow my dad's rules to this day. Peace out. What's up? Having some coffee here. We're getting ready to go. That's what's up. Isaiah here, really. I'm just gonna call you Isaiah. All right. Thank you so much. Good advice. Yes. Thank you very much. I got all that advice from my dad. I started doing construction work before I was out of high school. Okay, my dad used to take us on. My daddy would always, take us to work and stuff as kids. So by the time I graduated high school, I was already at a journeyman level in masonry work. Okay, my dad showed us concrete, stone, block, all that as youngsters. So by the time that I got out of high school, I was already at a journeyman level. Okay. All right, dice aquí Jacob says, "Good morning, carnal." Órale, vato. Good morning, carnal. Hope you're doing good, homie. I says, "Morning, brother. Have a blessed day." Thank you. I hope you do too. J, right? Is that an I or a J? I think it's a J. Thank you, J. Jacob, is your parents still sleeping? No, my dad's right here listening to us. Look, he's right there chilling. My mom's making some coffee for him, and my mom's running around doing her little things that little moms do. But no, my parents wake up early every single morning. That's why I'm here early in the morning, because my dad needs his medication, and we check his blood because he's a diabetic. So we check his blood right now early in the morning, and then he has his breakfast. He takes his medication and all that. And my dad, he's up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and so Eric and I, we show up here early, so that he doesn't have to wait so so long to have his breakfast and all that. Good morning, Gali Fino. You say Gallo Fino, right? Gallo Fino. Have a wonderful day today. Thank you, Beto. Appreciate that, Beto. You too, homie. And this. Okay, it says right here, Beto, that you are a high-level gifter. Thanks, Beto. Here, let me follow you back, homie. There we go. Thanks, Beto. I really appreciate that, Holmes. Jacob, tell them buenos días, carnal. Claro que sí. Aquí lo mando a saludar a un amigo, papá. Se llama Jacob. Él dice que lo mando a saludar mucho a usted.
Oh, gracias.
That says, thank you, Jacob. All right. God bless them. Dice que Dios te bendiga, papá.
All time también.
He says, he hopes God blesses you too, Jacob. All right. Dice aquí, Nicandro, you're an amazing son, bro. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm just doing my part. Remember, our parents took care of us when we were little. our parents took care of us when we were little, so now that they need some help, I mean, that's our duty. You know, like I was telling you before, a lot of people send their parents to the retirement home as soon as they can. A lot of people want to get rid of their parents. They don't want to hang out with them. They'd rather put them in some retirement home, and then they don't even go visit them. And then what happens? They sell their home, and they blow off the money, and they still don't go visit their parents. But most Mexicano families, they don't do that. Most of them keep their parents here at their home. They take care of them. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that very much. And so us Mexicans, we don't do that. We take care of our parents at home. Okay? Like us, there's 6 of us, sons and daughters of my parents. So between the 6 of us, we manage. Okay? All right. He said, all hail the glitch says, it's not a thing here in the UK. It's not a thing over there in the UK. It is here in the United States. The United States, if you've never heard or ate peanut butter before, you don't know what you're missing. Okay? Everybody in America has had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Everybody, whether you're an immigrant or not. Right? Okay. ¿Qué onda, carnal? Dice aquí Jaimito me destrozo.
Ya te anda.
Y dice aquí Jaimito, saludos, gracias Jaimito. ¿Cómo estás ese camarón? Right? Yo ando bien, Jaimito. Estoy tratando de echarme mi cafecito porque ya me voy a ir a ver un trabajo allá en Terra Linda y me tengo que ir un poquito más temprano hoy. Casi siempre me voy a las 8, pero hoy me voy a las 6:30. Sorry, guys. Okay? Okay, thank you, Viviana, for the roses. Appreciate that, baby. Y dice aquí, Camito, that's right. Hijos wait for the mommy. Hijos wait for the money. Yes, they do. That's terrible. You know, it's like, I've been raised here in America all my life, you guys, all my life, okay? And I've noticed that, you know, American people, as soon as their kids turn 18, they les dan la cartilla right there on the spot. Look, you're 18 already, get out, move out, leave the nest. Mexican families are not like that.
Can I sit there?
Yes, mommy.
Sí, por favor.
Hello, mommy.
Already.
This is my jefita. She's our queen. I love my mom very much. Oops, sorry guys. She's my beautiful mom. She's got big rear end. Sorry, mom. Que ya no me la aguantaba.
Yo te voy a dar con un cinco cañón.
Sorry, mom. Look how sweet my mom is. She even puts down a little pillow for me to sit on. Isn't that cute? She cares about me so much. Thank you, mommy.
You're welcome.
All right. So yeah, you guys, it's a shame, but most Americans, that's what they do. When their children turn 18, they kick them out of their house. They don't want to see them anymore. And the same with their parents. When their parents retire and they need any kind of assistance, they get rid of them also. They send them off to the retirement home, and then they take over all their bank accounts. They take over any properties they own and all that. Los venden. They sell them. They fight over it. They sell them and they blow off the money most of the time. Dice, what do you do for a living, bro? Says LM. Oh, I am a masonry contractor. I do masonry work. I do stone work, block work, brick work, tile work, paper installation, all that. Adam dice, siempre traes el casco, amigo. Claro que sí, me encanta mi casco, amigo. Y también a las damas les gusta un chingo que yo traiga casco. Kimberly, how you doing, mama? Kimberly says, good morning, Jose. Good morning, Kimberly. Nice to have you here, sweetie. And Michael dice, baseball, baseball, baseball. Wrong, man. With 4 balls cannot walk. What are you talking about, dude? Okay, dice aquí, Ángel, Ángel dice, el Santo Niño es muy milagroso. Este que está aquí, sí, ¿verdad? El Santo Niño Atocha, o sea, ¿cómo se dice?
Sí, de Atocha.
El niño.
Es Jesús de Nazareno. En sus etapas de niñez, de 12 años y así. De distintos modos está él. Niño Dios, niño dormido.
Yes, I do. I give free estimates on concrete patios, paver patios, flagstone patios, and, you know, all that. I do all the masonry work. Right on, you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to be driving out to Terra Linda, and I'm going to be giving a client a free estimate on installing some flagstone pieces. They're 2 feet by 3 feet by 2 inches thick. So these things are very big and they're very heavy. Okay, but that's what I do, so that's what I do. All right, dice aquí, El Stallion. What's up, Mr. Stallion? He just got the number 2 gifter badge. Thanks, appreciate it. Ruiz says, buen día, abuelo. Ay, ay, ay.
Es tío abuelo, pero no abuelo ni papá.
Okay, dice aquí, LM, you ever done asphalt? No, that's the only thing I don't do. I don't do asphalt. I've done asphalt before, patches, just to kind of touch up to, you know, like if I did some flagstone and there was some demolition against some asphalt, I'll do little repairs and stuff. But I don't do asphalt. No, that's one thing I don't do asphalt. No. How is she today? Well, let me ask her. Mamá, dice aquí, dice Country Boy, que cómo estás hoy.
Estoy muy... come.
She's hungry, she says.
Bueno, pues ahorita estoy comiendo pan de la bendición y si me dan ganas, pues me como el sándwich de peanut butter and jelly.
She says
Yo
she's doing
nomás en
good.
la mañana, no, en el día, a las 10 almuerzo yo, almuerzo, comida. Y ya después pues el lonche y ya en la noche no como
su
nada.
café?
No, porque
Hoy no.
es pecado.
Ok. Sí, papá. Es pecado. Ok. Country Boy dice, madre, que Dios te bendiga.
Amén.
Right on. Thank you, Country Boy. Yeah, you guys, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be leaving like in a couple of more minutes because I have to drive far and I don't want to get stuck in traffic. Traffic is really bad up here in Northern California. I'm going to be traveling south from Santa Rosa to Tierra Linda. And so I don't want to be stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. And also, like I was telling you earlier, my dad has always told me that it's always better for you to wait on somebody than it is for them to wait on you. So I always get to my appointments, I always get to them early so that I can be waiting on them and not vice versa. All right, dice aquí Nicandro que amén.
Amén es lo correcto para cuando le dan a uno una bendición. Y bueno, pues gracias se dice, pero es más bonito. Amén.
Cool, Mom. All right. So yeah, you guys, it's kind of chilly out still today. It's a little bit foggy. The sun's being blocked by the fog, or else the sun probably be coming up right about now. But today's foggy over here in Northern California. Está muy bueno tu café, ma.
Sí, hijo, pues el café es bueno para todo el mundo.
¿Sí? ¿También para los niños, ma?
¿Eh?
¿También para los niños?
Pues a mí me daban toda mi vida café, canela, atole y todo.
Wow. Cool,
No,
Mom.
no, lo que no haya yo comido de todo.
Right on, Mom.
Maicena, atole de garbanzo, atole de maíz y pues arroz con leche y canela, hojas de naranjo, de limón. Mi mamá nos enseñó a comer de todo.
A
Todo
mí-
lo permitido.
Entonces tu mamá era igual que la mía, ma, porque mi mamá mía también me ha enseñado a comer de todo.
Pues sí, pues, y luego también cuando dicen, eso no, y andan ahí, se lo come cañón. Sí, porque un día van a otra casa y andan ahí de puliditos, pues dicen, pues, coma en su casa. Nadie le va a hacer el gusto a uno, solo su madre, pero también no debe ser tan consentidora, porque los hijos, entre más uno bueno es, más se aprovechan. Entonces no hay que dejarlos, como quien dice, no hay que dejárselos trepar en el gogote porque le echan calilla con un chicote.
My mom says that for you women that are raising kids, she says that don't baby your kid. You know, if you're giving your child something to eat,
Y comer en familia, porque allá están encerrados, métele al Nintendo, a la computadora, y usted no sabe lo que están viendo ellos, ¿eh? Y ya nomás sacan la mano y atacan ahí la basura, y ni siquiera sacan el plato ni la cuchara, y al rato los encuentra aquí usted los trastes en la basura. Así.
yeah.
Así son la juventud de ahora.
My mom says that the youngsters of today, a lot of it has to do because of the parents, though. My mom says that, you know, when you feed your child, if you're having to bring your child his lunch or whatever, his food to his room, or he's playing Nintendo or playing video games and all that, she says that you're not doing a very good raising that
Que
child.
traten de ver, que tiendan su camita, que levanten la basura y un botecito allí. Que eso es educar la familia.
She says you need to have your children know how to make their bed, clean their room, okay? And also she says it is very important so when you feed your children to have them sit at the table. Or, you know what I mean? She says that if you're having to bring their food to their room where they're playing video games and being distracted, that is not very good parenting. Okay, she also says that you should get your children used to eating whatever it is you have available. If you're trying to feed your child something and they're like, hey, wait, I don't want that. Bam! Well, she didn't say that, but she says.
Que no coman para que se les quite lo pando.
Yeah, she says, okay, well, don't have them eat nothing then until they get hungry. Once they get
Lo va a
hungry,
hacer.
my mom says that once they get hungry, they'll eat it. Okay, so if you're sitting there begging them, please eat it, please, please, and they're like, hell no. She says you're not doing a very good parenting job, okay? So she says to always have your children sit at the table to eat. Don't be bringing them food to their room. Make sure they know how to clean their room.
y no nomás los mexicanos, pues mi padre se crió desde los 5 años acá y él nos enseñó así. Mi madre también.
Good morning, Ryan Ramsey. How you doing, homie? Thank you, Ems.
Y luego
for the
muchas
follow.
mamás piensan que sus hijos es lo más humillan a otros niños que porque sus hijos y que sus hijos no hay que andar echando tierra, nomás yo les doy un consejo, que no los dejen que se les trepen porque esos son los niños que les los van a tener arrinconadas ahí hasta, y no hables y toma, que si les pegan a sus mamás y hasta al papá.
Ok, dice aquí, bueno, dice, y darles unos chanclazos.
Exactamente.
Mi mamá a nosotros nos chingaba con un cinto.
Sí,
Pero no diario tampoco. Mi mamá no era mala. Yo nomás les digo para hacerlos reír. I just tell you guys this to make you laugh and stuff. But my mom was not a mean mom. Quiero que sepan que my mom only beat me up with the belt ya de grande. Cuando era niño ella no me pegaba con. She never hit me with a belt or nothing like that. She would hit me but with her hand. Boom, on the bottom. And it's because But she never hit me with a belt. You know, I make it sound a little bit more dramatic. My mom only hit me with the belt when I was already, like a grown teenager and a man. Because
estaba peludo, entonces sí le echaba con el cinto.
Yeah. When I was already big and all that, she would hit me with the belt, but because I really deserved it, But my mom, she was always a cool lady. She wasn't abusive at all. I just make it sound like, more than it really was. But she did hit me with the belt, but that's because I was already old and asking for it. Okay, so my mom has always been a gentle mom, you guys. Okay, dice aquí, good morning, Tocayo, and that's from my Tocayo, Jose Cardenas. Gracias, Jose. Jason Young, this is love from Australia, the land down under. Yesterday I had somebody watching me from Australia also on YouTube. It's not you, right? The other person, I forgot the other person's name, but they were telling me that they were following me from Australia, which is really great. Thanks, Jason Young. Órale, dice aquí Melo's World says, órale, homito, what's happening, vato? How you doing, Melon's World? Ha. Right on, Jason. Ms. says, el que quiere su hijo que lo eduque y el que no, que los deje echar a perder. Yes. MZ.
Sí, nomás que no llore cuando se lo dejen por ahí tirado, puñaleado o con el sidral mondés, entonces usted también se muerde un ovario de hombre y aguanta porque lo dejó ir como cuando va una culebra por donde ella quiere.
Yes, okay. MZ over here says that if you love your child, you should discipline him. If you don't love him, just let him do whatever he wants, okay? But if you love means to discipline your children, everybody. That's what you meant, right? It's MZ. Chingones, dice aquí. Chingazo, dice Kenny. All right. No sean malos tampoco, no los golpeen nomás porque así darles disciplina es una cosa, pero ser abusivo,
no seas cruel.
No seas gacho para acabar pronto. Giving a child discipline is one thing because it's very important for them. But being abusive, that's mean. Okay?
Yo con señas me los controlaba.
Okay, Jason says, love you so much from Australia. I copied it to jug, cord, and hand. I copied it to jug, cord, and hand. What does that mean? I don't get it. Miggy says yes. Okay, see, I understood what you were saying. And my mom's saying the same thing. She says, discipline your children. If you discipline your children early, you're not gonna have to hit them because they're being disciplined from the very beginning. If you try to discipline ya cuando están peludos del fundillo, it's too late.
Pues sí, porque ha habido hijos que hasta golpean a su mamá y si su papá se mete también a él lo arrinconan.
Yeah,
Como al hormigo, el hijo ahí cada rato lo tiene con un cuchillo.
madre, pero fíjate el chundi que le cargó a él también.
Pues sí, sí.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, I am heading out now. I gotta go because, like I said, I gotta be there early for this job interview. So, Acelia Maldonado, buenos días, ¿cómo le va? I'm gonna have to leave now. You are my web because I have to go to a job interview, you guys. I'm sorry I can't be here longer, but I do have to go. ¿Qué pasó, carnal? Dice Juanito. ¿Cómo andas? Yo ando a toda madre.
A toda máquina, qué madre. La mamá no debe uno andar, traerla para todo, para las malas palabras y todo. ¿A ti te gustaría que dijeran que a toda madre y que esto para allá? Pues sí, sí se dice a veces que está muy bonita todo, pero pues para qué decir, no, pues está bien. Y
¿Timo?
mi mamá, pues sí.
Pobrecita de Timo.
Pues sí, a toda la persona que le vayan la mamá se enoja.
Mm-hmm.
¿Por qué? Porque a nadie le gusta que refresquen la mamá.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, mamá, claro que no. Ok, good morning, dice aquí Diana Robles. Buenos días, Diana, ¿cómo le va? Kimberly says, have a good day, Jose y familia. Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate that very much, baby. You're always so sweet, Kimberly. I'm glad that I met you. Alright, you guys. Madre, yo ya me voy. Ahora sí, si me puedes dar aquí un thank you y bye bye.
Sí,
Para que me vaya bien en mi camino, porque me voy a trabajar.
sí, pues, pero no hables malas palabras cuando estás platicando con las personas. Eso no me gusta a mí.
I'm sorry, Mom.
No que me la dé de santurrona, pero pues estamos platicando y no toda la gente es así de vocabulario corrompido. Entonces, pues qué ganas van a tener de vernos.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Ya, pues corrige tu vocabulario, no hables coherencias.
Okay, Mom, I'm sorry, Mom. No hables malas palabras, dice aquí Savage Revenger. Yes, my mom's telling me that when I'm talking here on our little live streams and stuff, she's saying that I should watch my mouth. She says that I shouldn't be just saying bad words, and that I should behave. And I enjoy this when my mom's telling me, you know, she's giving me discipline right now, and I'm already an old man, you know. But I like that because it also encourages mothers out there to do the same thing with their sons, especially if they're little kids, okay? Ya, si ya tan viejos como yo, ya está cabrón. Pero if they're still little kids, you know, I definitely recommend taking my mom's advice because she raised six of us, okay? And so that's what I recommend. Ya no digas nada, Mom.
Yeah. ¿Qué tal? Entonces,
Buenos días, hijo. Saluda.
¿cómo está, cajado? ¿Cómo están?
Okay, you guys, so that's what my mom, Jason Young, Australia. All right, at Jason Young, Australia. So that's what my mom's saying, you guys. She's saying that, you know, discipline your children. Don't be abusive with them. Just discipline them, okay? My mom, when we were little, like I said, she controlled us with just a couple signs, like that. Okay, so when we were at other people's houses, oh, Kimberly says hi, Eric.
Ay, todavía nos chinga mamá.
¿Todavía?
Ay, se me cayó el
Chinga mamá.
audífono.
Oh, no, no,
No se hierva la mía. I think Eric hasn't had his coffee this morning yet. A ver, Kimberly.
¿Dónde la medicina mi mamá, la tuya, hombre?
Kimberly says hi to you, Eric.
What's up, Kimberly? So I accidentally gave my dad's meds to my mom accidentally almost halfway asleep.
He's halfway asleep still. It's okay. All right. All right, this, okay, so... Madre, ¿qué andas haciendo, ma?
Poniéndome estos
Oh,
oídos.
ten cuidado porque no se te van a arrancar de la orilla.
Sí, de veras.
Es que así como los traes con hilos, te vas a hacer así y se te...
Y de todos vamos a platicar aquí.
All
Y
right,
aquí
all
me
right.
los echo en la bolsa porque no quiero que se me tiren.
My mom does all kinds of little weird experiments, you guys. When I was a little kid, listen to this. When I was a little kid, my mom would buy stuff for me, you know, and things would break down. My mom showed me how to be an electrician, a plumber, a mechanic, all kinds of stuff. Because I was a little boy, and my mom, my mom would buy stuff at the flea market or at the secondhand store stuff, or sometimes her little vacuum would break down or something would happen, right? And my mom, she's always been very, very resourceful. So my mom, I would watch her fix stuff with electrical tape or stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because we weren't rich, we were always poor. And so my mom showed me that you could fix stuff. So that's how I started tinkering with stuff, you know what I mean? I started messing with, old radios or stereos or whatever, because my mom got me into that, you know what I mean? So I owe a lot of the stuff the way I am to my mom. Okay, my mom, she's a plumber, electrician, she's a mason, she's... The only thing I don't think she's ever done, she's not an astronaut yet, but she's on her way. Okay, mami, ahora sí ya por favor.
They got the nickname, Dilly, that's where you got the nickname MacGyver. You know, tell anybody if they know what when you MacGyver it.
Oh yeah, you guys know what a MacGyver, when you MacGyver something, you know what it is?
That show, that?
Yeah, the MacGyver show. Does anybody know when you MacGyver something, do you know what it means? No? Well, anyways, they used to call me MacGyver because I used to fix stuff all the time. All my friends would call me MacGyver. That somebody's car window didn't roll up or somebody's stereo burned or whatever, they would always call MacGyver. That would be me. Okay, Bobby, take it away.
Les voy a dar una bendición en el nombre de Dios, primero Dios y después de Dios la mía. La bendición de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Esta es la de Dios. La bendición de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Es para ustedes en el nombre de Dios. Y ahora va la mía. La bendición de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Del corazón a la boca. Dios todo el tiempo va en la boca. Y no así, sino así.
Thank you, Mommy. Yeah, you guys. So my mom's showing you how to do the sign of the cross. She's not throwing up gang signs and shit, but you know what I mean.
Oh Jesús mío, líbranos del fuego del infierno. y especialmente las almas más necesitadas de tu misericordia. En el nombre sea de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Padre mío, bendice a estas familias y a los que no creen, dales fe, Señor, para que crean en tu palabra, no como palabra humana, pero como palabra de Dios, que es en realidad y que ejerza su acción en nosotros los creyentes. Amén. Oh coraza de la sangre del Redentor, protégelos en todos sus caminos y batallas espirituales. Cubre sus pensamientos, potencias y sentidos con tu coraza protectora. Oh mi buen Jesús, libéralos de todo mal y peligro. Amén. Vayan con Dios. La bendición de Dios Padre, de Dios Hijo y de Dios Espíritu Santo. Amén. Del corazón Y yo pongo mi mano para arriba porque ya está Dios y la Virgen y todo. Porque abajo está el Tindinga. Lo aventó
Yeah.
San Miguel Arcángel con
El-
todo y esa.
Y la chusma,
Sí.
toda la chusma que traía.
Y no, hay gente viva, sí hay gente viva, toda la gente que no lee la Biblia y que no cree en Dios ni en la Virgen, todos esos hasta leen magia negra y es la gente más malvada que son hasta brujos y brujas.
Ok, you guys, muchas gracias, madre, te lo agradezco mucho.
Y que se cuiden también de un mal vecino, ya sea en el trabajo, o sea, porque hay gente mala, muy mala. Le dicen buenos días, pero por detrás le jalan la cara, lo ponen en mal.
Y sí,
Para que lo corran, para que no hace bien el trabajo y así pasa.
gente envidiosa, pues.
Pues sí, hay mucha envidia.
Okay, let's take a health, friends. I'm sorry I gotta go early today. I have to go. I don't want to be late. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye, Facebook. Thank you very much over here. Okay, thank you very much, YouTube.